Welcome, my name is Shanae and I'm one of the teaching coordinators for the Grade 3-4 classes at Cooper Gardens Primary School. We believe that through studying humanities, students will be able to gain knowledge of Australia's history and how certain events have influenced the world that we live in today. As informed and educated individuals, students will have the ability to question, think critically, solve problems, make decisions, and become involved members of their community. Investigating history helps students to gain an understanding of themselves and others, therefore developing empathy and being accepting of multiculturalism. Through civics and citizenship, students develop the skills to become informed citizens, including understanding and appreciating diversity, knowing how to vote in our democratic society, and to question the world that we live in. Through geography, students will build a holistic view of the world that we live in. They will make connections between local, state, national, and worldwide regulations and look at how these could be interpreted differently by other people. Economics and business encourages students to get involved and explore the ways in which individuals, families, the community, workers, businesses, governments, and make decisions and understand the effects that they have on society. We at Cooper Gardens Primary School strongly believe in the inclusion of Indigenous perspectives in the classroom to help with the breakdown of stereotypes and promote inclusivity. We believe it is vital to understand and respect Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to promote reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. By creating an awareness and understanding of Indigenous perspectives, students will be enriched to positively participate in the ongoing development of Australia and celebrate the cultural identities of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. The stigmatisation of Indigenous peoples and their cultures is traceable through history in Australia's social, economic and educational institutions. This is something our school is striving to change. Indigenous perspectives are crucial for all Australian students to learn when exploring humanities, so that they can be aware of the rich culture and history that the Indigenous people can offer our students, teachers and community. The inclusion of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture and teachings is vital, not only to give our students an understanding of how this country originated, but to develop a strong sense of belonging for our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students. Not enough information is given to students, leading to prejudice and misguided attitudes towards our Indigenous citizens, which is why here at Cooper Gardens Primary School we have developed a curriculum that integrates rich and accurate Aboriginal culture that is local to Victoria. We as teachers need to make sure we are educating our children in the classroom, as they may not have been exposed to this outside of school. In our school, we steer clear of tokenistic activities and instead utilise places in our community that have been established either by or with the approval of local Indigenous people.
Every child in Australia is required to study humanities through the exploration of geography, history, economics, business, civics, and citizenship. Through studying humanities and social sciences, students will develop the ability to question, think critically, solve problems, communicate effectively, make decisions, and adapt to change. These are vital skills for our students to learn as they help create positive education. They are teaching and learning approaches that lead to academic and social success. At our school, we believe that the best way to teach humanities is through experience and human encounters. Learning always started with experience, and experience is always social. We strive to incorporate a variety of learning styles to make sure that every student has the same and equal opportunity to flourish in their learning of humanities. It is important to try our best to reach out to each and every student, allowing them all the opportunity to understand and learn the content that is being taught. We are moving away from simply reading and writing, depending on textbooks that are outdated and ineffective, and strive to provide information and resources that excite the senses such as sight, sound, touch, and sometimes smell, allowing students. We also strive to expose our students to an authentic learning experience. This includes excursions and incursions to make sure we are allowing students to learn straight from the source rather than watching movies and clips. Something that is fundamental to our school is celebrating diversity and making sure every child feels valid within this classroom. Students should feel safe and accepted by their peers and feel confident and comfortable working with others. If we had to name the single most important skill to be taught in school, this skill would be teamwork. This includes the teaching of humanities. We want to make sure that we are creating an inclusive and safe learning environment for our students, so that they are able to gain the concepts we are teaching, as it will be more authentic if they are able to relate to what we are teaching them.
Learning outside of the classroom is fundamental to a student's growth and development. These trips allow students to become exposed to learning resources they may not have been able to experience within the school grounds. Students learn best with a hands-on approach, so this is vital to ensure that students are learning to the best of their ability. On excursions, students are encouraged to handle artifacts, question, reflect, speculate, make connections, and engage emotionally as well as intellectually to deepen understanding. We took our students to Bunjalaka in the Melbourne Museum to expose them to the rich Aboriginal culture that the museum has to offer. We felt the students would greatly benefit from being exposed to significant community areas that have connections to Indigenous culture and are local to the school and its students. We are providing students with the opportunity to understand Indigenous culture in a respectful way. Students may not have realised that there are Indigenous spaces, artworks and memorials in their immediate surroundings. Allowing students the opportunity to be educated on these spaces, artworks and memorials enhances their understanding of Aboriginal culture and heritage. Bunjalaka has a wealth of authentic resources and offers a creative space where students can interact with the material in an exciting way. Students have the opportunity to listen to and view real Indigenous experiences and gain an understanding of the world's oldest culture. By visiting Bunjalaka, students will also be able to make connections to the content covered in the classrooms and use this as inspiration towards activities created in class.
When visitors enter our school, they are greeted by displays on the walls in the foyer showing the students' work they have completed. Visually, this is a great way to create an inviting space for not only visitors but also students. Our Grade 3s recently completed a unit looking at Aboriginal and other cultural shields. At the end of the unit, they created their own shield. These are displayed on the walls proudly for visitors, parents, teachers and other students to see. We want to celebrate students' work where everyone can see it, but we also want to show how we celebrate, value and acknowledge Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders at our school, as it is important to accept different cultures, especially in a school environment, to ensure that everyone feels safe and welcome. Throughout the topic, students will have an opportunity to share their work with fellow classmates. This will allow them to receive peer feedback and also allow them an opportunity to show off what they have accomplished. We at Cooper Gardens Primary School are proud of our students' work and want students to feel proud of what they accomplish here.
We would like to say a huge thank you from our 3-4 teaching staff, Shanae, Samantha, Brooke, Eleanor, Madison and Megan, along with the other teaching staff at Cooper Gardens Primary School. We hope that you enjoy our Humanities Open Day.